Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. Immediately after the relationship with you and this narcissist involved in your life, immediately after when they transition to the new supply, you have to understand that the narcissist that was involved in your life is extremely happy. They're extremely joyful. They're loving every moment of it, right? They're excited. They're passionate, right? You're a thing of the past in their minds, right? However this relationship ended, if you were discarded, reverse discarded, or even if you cut them off, right? If you cut them off, they may initially be pursuing you, but very quickly they need a source of supply because they can't survive, right? So when this transition takes place and they meet the new supply, they're very excited, right? They're very joyful. They're excited about this new source of supply. They see the new source of supply in an idolization sort of fashion. They idolize the new supply, right? They think the new supply is great. This is how the logic of the mind of the narcissist involved in your life works, right? But it's, very quickly it shifts, very quickly a realization occurs within the dimension of the narcissist mind that was involved in your life. Very, very quickly they experience this realization that this new supply that they're involved with isn't living up to the potential. It could be anything, right? Most importantly, the new supply isn't making them feel the same level that you used to make them feel, right? In terms of supply, they're not feeling the potency, right? This is what occurs, right? And the reason why this factually occurs, right, in all instances, is because there's things like soul ties, there's things like being used to someone, there's things like, the chosen one and the empath has such an impact on the life of the narcissist, more than they realize at the time, more than they realize. They think in their mind that they manipulated you, they exploited you, and they were gaining everything through their own will. This is what they believed. When realistically speaking, what was actually taking place is you was providing this love, this care, this loyalty, this honesty, this transparency to this narcissist that was involved in your life, because this is what you do as a chosen one and empath, right? So on one side of the coin, you've got the narcissist thinking they're making you do this, right? This is what they're thinking. But realistically, this is what you do. You treat people well. You're kind. You're loving. You're caring, right? And this person that was involved in your life, whoever this was, right, that was involved in your life, it could be friends or family members. It doesn't just have to be romantic partners, right? Whoever this person was, this person was important to you for the time that they were involved in your life. They was an important figure in your life, and you treated them in the best way possible that you possibly could. That's what you did. And what occurs is the narcissist grows accustomed to the way you treated them, right? So when they're happy, they've transitioned, they've gone to a new supply, they're excited, they're expecting that they're going to receive more than what they did before from you. That's how their mind and the logic of the narcissist is. They expect that they're going to receive more supply. Things are going to be better. I think the new shiny toy is going to be better, right? In their minds. But highly likely, and most of the time, they make terrible decisions. They monkey branch to these new supplies. They downgrade, and in their own mind, they're thinking it's a great move, thinking it's a great move, but they downgrade. They make stupid decisions, right? And, this realization occurs that they've made a bad move. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. So they got this realization. And now this is when, you know, they begin taking their frustration out on people that are close to them. Not only just a new supply, and I know in the title it says the narcissist takes frustration out on the new supply after losing you, but they also take it out on anyone who's in their vicinity, right? They could take it out on their children, they could take it out on their family, they could take it out on their colleagues at work. You know, they'll be really frustrated, right? And they feel like they lost, right? They drew the short straw, right? This is what happened to them, right? You know, it's such a crushing, devastating blow for them, because what you've got to understand as you enter the mind of the narcissist that was involved in your life, when they was transitioning from you, either discarding you, reverse discarding you, or being cut off, they felt like they were making a power move. They felt like they were making a move that was going to enrich their life, that was going to nourish their soul, that was going to better their life. And then to be faced with a new supply that doesn't live up to expectations, it's a crashing thud down to reality. It's a real harsh, you know, awakening of reality, a real dose of reality that they receive by going through this process, right? So just like a child, and I'm not comparing a narcissist to a child, because we always say they're childlike and they act, you know, children are innocent and pure, but, you know, they're throwing their toys out the pram, basically, with this frustration. They're lashing out, you know, and the new supply don't know what's hit them, right? Because the new supply is just as toxic as they are, so they must be giving it back to the narcissist as well. Don't imagine just some victim of narcissistic abuse. It's not the dynamics, because a lot of times these new suppliers knew who you were, knew what you were about, right? And, you know, this can even occur in friendships, as I said, or family members or whoever. You know, for instance, you know, you had a close bond with a friend in your life, narcissistic friend that was involved in your life, and the narcissistic friend decides to shut you off, you know, or discard you or whatever, you know, and they start hanging around with a new entourage, a new group of people. The same things can occur, because when they get over there, they're excited, they're with their new friends, they're with their new shiny toy, same thing occurs. Then they realize they haven't got someone who's true, honest, loving, loyal, and kind, providing this source of supply that you used to provide to them. And the same occurs in family members. So it's all the same thing, right? Where it's basically, it results down to a narcissist losing a chosen one is catastrophic, you know? It's losing a chosen one or an empath. It's a major harsh awakening for them, a real dose of reality. And it's a real, you know, crash down, you know, from what they was imagining life to be like to how it ends up turning out, you know, with these new suppliers. So they're clashing. If you was a fly on a wall, you'd see it. You would see them clashing with their new supplies or their new entourage. You see them clashing. You see them taking frustration out at work. You see they're angry, they're bitter, right? And as I always say, they're very stubborn. It's highly unlikely that they come back and tell you. They may hoover you. Hoovers are just a temperament checker, right? They may hoover you in some way, right? But it's just testing your temperament to see if you're still going to engage in the relationship that you was once involved in with this narcissist in your life. It's a temperament checker. They're trying to assess you. That's why they do hoovers a lot of the times. Maybe some of the lesser mid-range narcissists might actually reach out with a pity plea or an apology, etc. Some cases that can happen too, right? I wouldn't rule it out. But, you know, a lot of them are stubborn as anything. And they want to try and make out. They'll make out to the world they're living the best life, right? But the ones who are involved with them will be facing severe severe frustration from the narcissist. They'll be facing a lot of frustration from the narcissist. Angry, bitter, twisted, resentful, you know, really unstable types of attitude and behavior towards these individuals. And these individuals that they're involved with are probably just as toxic as they are, so it's going back and forth, you know. And that's why I said, if you was a fly on the wall, you'd witness it all, right? So that's why you don't need to worry about them, you know. If you're discarded, reverse discarded, it don't matter, you know. If you cut them off, well done, you know. You made the right decision, right? But you don't need to worry about them. They're never going to find someone like you again. It's highly unlikely they ever come across another empath. And like I always say, even if they did come across another empath, they wouldn't be able to appreciate that new empath for what they are, because they're so accustomed to the way that you used to do things, right? So just understand that they blame the new supply. They take the frustration out on the new supply, you know. They feel like this new supply is responsible, you know. They don't have any, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't own their decisions. There's another word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. They don't own what they do. They blame other people. That's the nature of the narcissist. So they'll blame the new supply. Take the frustration out on the new supplies. This is how they'll act. So anyway, you know, don't worry about them. Let them clash and do whatever they want to do with these new supplies. Just make sure you never let them back in. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting ZionMembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.